Hello students, today we will continue our discussions. In the last lectures, we were discussing parameters influencing yarn structure and quality of rotor spun yarn. That what are the parameters which influence yarn structure and quality? So there are two types of parameters. Number one is process parameters, another is fiber characteristics. And in this, we have further discussed that what are process parameters. One is opening roller wire profile, then opening roller speed, and then rotor speed and rotor diameter. And today we will discuss rotor ball angle and rotor groove angle. So we have discussed up to rotor diameter. In the previous turns, we have discussed opening roller wire profile for processing cotton and man-made fibers on rotor spinning, and we have studied that angle of the wire is different for cotton, and for processing man-made fibers low tooth angle is required because they require gentle treatment. And then we have discussed the effect of opening roller speed, and we discussed that there is an optimum opening roller speed, and it depends upon rotor speed also, and opening roller affects the fiber individualization, and very high opening roller speed may result in fiber breakage also. Then we have discussed the effect of rotor speed. The rotor speed in relation to opening roller speed influence fiber configuration in yarn, and increase in rotor speed for a given twist factor at constant opening roller speed causes increased rate of feed and increased number of wrapper fibers. In all this discussion, we have to take care that the tension in the yarn should not exceed 10 to 20% of the average yarn strength, because if the yarn tension will be more, breakages will be more. So after this, we have discussed larger rotor dia results and fewer yarn imperfections due to improved twisting efficiency. So for a particular fiber, a particular rotor dia is used generally, and for cotton, 31 mm rotor dia is used. And for different types of rotor dia, different rotor speeds are used. And in a nutshell, we can say that as smaller is the rotor, higher rotor speeds we can achieve. Now today we will discuss rotor wall angle. So first of all, we should see that what is rotor wall angle and rotor groove angle. In this diagram, it is shown that rotor slide wall angle is alpha. It generally ranges from 12 to 50 degree, and rotor groove angle is different. So you can see in the diagram that how rotor groove angle is different from this rotor slide wall angle, and rotor groove angle ranges from 30 to 60 degree. Now we will study that what are the effects of change in rotor slide wall angle. As we know that fiber reaching the rotor surface will finally be deposited at the rotor groove in the form of layers. So fibers are deposited layer upon layer in the rotor groove, and wall inclination is necessary. It cannot be vertical because fibers emerging from the feed tube and passing on to wall can slide downwards. So inclination will affect the how the fibers are sliding downwards. So angle of the rotor wall to the vertical, which is alpha, which we have seen in the diagram, ranges from 12 to 50 degree. So for higher rotor speeds, angle of inclination should be small. This means that as we are going for high rotor speeds, angle of inclination should be small. So this angle will ultimately affect the sliding of the fibers along the wall of the rotor. And this ranges from 12 to 50 degree. So for different rotor speeds, the rotor wall angle will be different. Now we will discuss rotor groove angle. Rotor groove angle, how it affects the yarn properties. So different types of grooves are used. Actually, we will study in the coming lectures also that it is not only the rotor groove angle, but its shape, its angle, everything affects the yarn properties. So at present, we are studying rotor groove angle. So different types of grooves are used. Wide and narrow groove are used. So width is compared with groove angle beta and groove radius, sorry. So generally it ranges from 30 to 60 degree. For smaller rotor dia, angle is smaller. Means for smaller rotor dia, angle is smaller. So how it affects the yarn properties? That if it is a wide groove, it will ultimately give us the soft yarn, voluminous yarn, low strength yarn. And it has another feature, another very important thing, that it can bind dirt particles also and carry them along. Means because it is wide groove, so self-cleaning effect will also be there. So self-cleaning means the dirt particles will not deposit in the groove, but they will go along with the material. So this is called self-cleaning. And if we are using narrow groove, it will give us compact yarn, means diameter will be lesser, and stronger yarn with low hairiness and hard handle. So it feel and will be hard feeling. Compact yarn, so it will give compact yarn, strong yarn with low hairiness and hard handle. So today we have discussed two important parameters, rotor wall angle. So for higher rotor speeds, the angle of inclination will be smaller. And regarding rotor groove angle, so it is generally 30 to 60 degree. And for smaller rotor dia, angle is smaller. And it will affect the yarn properties also. If it is wide groove, it will give soft and voluminous and low strength yarn along with a feature of self-cleaning. If it is a narrow, it will give compact, strong yarn with low hairiness and hard handle. So we will continue our discussion on the next lectures, and this was about the rotor wall angle and the groove angle. Thank you.